Maybe I'm a
Done.
conspiracy theory, but I thought Cat Williams said any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right?
Cat Williams goes in on Jonathan Majors. You know, we've been talking about Jonathan Majors on this channel a bunch, and we definitely think he got robbed. There was a miscarriage of justice in his trial in New York City. But wait till you hear what Cat has to say about Jonathan Majors.
So you see Jonathan Majors, what he went through. Marvel dropped him as soon as the conviction came out. And you were telling the
Hey, you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half?
Oh!
Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you coming to save that slave. If he'd had to be there by himself, he was getting all four. Guilty. She came in there, was just so beautiful, they had to knock half of it off. Bless his heart.
So Matt Rife, you know him from Wild 'N Out. He gets canceled for trying to tell
I never knew him from Wild 'N Out, to be honest.
Okay.
I came across him as a new comic.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm really just trying to see the comics, judge where they are, see it. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
So the canceling, what do you think about this cancel culture? You see the situation with Jonathan Majors. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I don't know if maybe he can bounce back in a couple of years, but man, he was hot. He was hot. He was cooking. I mean, you see him in Creed. He's in the Marvel movies, and then just like that.
Maybe I'm a
Done.
conspiracy theory, but I thought Cat Williams said any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right? It's part of giving you the world. First of all, they went around the world for 2 years straight.
Damn. That's crazy. But it's true. He has said this time and time again. Yeah, man. If they make you, they can in fact break you. And I've talked about this on this channel before about how if you have your community behind you, if you have taken the time enough to reach out and build an audience, build a tribe, kind of like I'm doing right here. Once you get to that level, you have so much more leverage to play with. You have so much more loyalty built into a fan base, a community, your community that you can take with you. And unfortunately, when you get thrust into the spotlight, when they hoist you up to the top, they make you one of those stars. They can also bring you down. That is absolutely the case. And you saw like that, Jonathan Majors was gone. As soon as the verdict came out even.
For 2 years straight, telling any women that would listen that this was a good-looking Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? And when did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? Since when? That look like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy? You like black people's features like that? If this ugly nigga is good looking, then all niggas is good looking. Anytime you see them telling you something you can't believe, just understand it's a play. And it don't matter. You gonna know it's a play as soon as they get in that position and think they gonna tell somebody something. No, you're not. No, you're not. Marvel will cancel you you won't be allowed to read a comic book.
Jeez.
What are you talking about? Get out of here. Get out of here, ugly boy. Yeah,
cool.
They love fooling the people.
So yeah, that's interesting because that is if you're familiar with Cat Williams and his interviews, that is an ongoing trope about what he calls the ugly comedians that they're putting in your face. Now, I don't want no issues. I've interacted with some of these comedians, and from my estimation, they're pretty good dudes. But Cat says Hollywood doesn't like ugly actors, and so. What he's saying here about Jonathan Majors, with his features and everything, like it was a little shocking because, Jonathan Majors is a black man. You know what I mean? He's ripped, he's cut, he's huge, and a great actor, excellent actor. Let's not get that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Trained actor, he's done his thing, but he's talked about those features, and the thing that stood out to me was when I think there was like some kind of magazine or something had come up, and I think he'd done a photo shoot or whatever. And, they were kind of pushing his image before the Creed movie. And a lot of women on Twitter and otherwise were really like, yo, that's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? They said that's not something that's attractive to them, which is interesting because, as a man, you don't really necessarily know what women are really responding to, I know from my interaction with women that it'll always surprise you what they're really attracted to, what they say they're attracted to versus what they're really attracted to. And, I don't know if this is, Katt's sixth sense, but, he's been able to kind of bring out that idea in Hollywood that these guys are being promoted because they do not look like what women are attracted to. No woman is like, I need to sleep with that person. For whatever reason, whether it's, height or, facial structure, whatever. And that's interesting. So then would there be some type of false apparatus propping that person up? Who knows? Katt knows, obviously. So just let him go at that, man. But he's right. Having Megan Good there actually did something for his PR. For him, PR-wise, like he got a lot more support than he wouldn't have gotten if she wasn't there. So shout out to Megan. Hopefully it's a genuine relationship. Hopefully she rides with him and stays with him. You know what I mean? He needs that, especially in his time, this downtime here. And then Katt was talking about how people get comfortable. They get to a place where they're doing a lot of big projects and they're in a place, and then all of a sudden they want to turn around and then wag their finger at black people. I kind of felt like Jonathan Majors did that in the time where he was on the cover of Ebony with the pink boa on and the blue pants and thigh-high boots. Like it was allegedly a cosplay as Doflamingo, but the image was as the image was. And Jonathan Majors turned around and said something to the public that was critical of this. That was like, hey man, I don't know if this is 100% right. You're a new actor. Like we're just trying to get to know you. And Jonathan Majors kind of snapped at the public and was like, he said, I would like to see the fellas. I would like to meet up with the fellas or something, like real threatening, I'd like to meet up with the fellas and see what they, what their hand game is like, what I'm saying? Like he was going to fight everybody that was critical of that imaging, not knowing that people who are seeing it, a lot of times what they're feeling is that it is flagging something. They're definitely trying to convey something, possibly through that image. But, it's choice. There's a lot of choice that's involved, and, that's a choice that he made. He was a fan of One Piece. So he was very interested in portraying Doflamingo when given the opportunity. This interview is a treasure trove of gems that were drop, and shots that were fired, man. I love Katt's storytelling style too. It's kind of like he's got enough of like the Mark Twain in him. You know what I mean? Like he's a satirist in a way, but all improvised, you know what I mean? Like somebody like Mark Twain might have to write that down, but he's coming up with this off the cuff and these stories that are coming in with all these little facts, and you're like, is that true? Is that a tall tale, or is that part? You're like, man, I just got to take it at face value until, proven otherwise. But, I'm going to say, watching the videos today and everybody's covering it, he's right about a lot of stuff. So yeah, either way, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. Make sure you join that Patreon for more content, exclusive content, and live streams. This is Faucette Media.